Hold on a second. Did you anticipate that? Definitely not me. There has been a recent change that significantly affects the price of Shiba Inu. Now that everyone is looking elsewhere, Shiba Inu is having a hard time getting rid of that additional zero from its price. Let me tell you something shocking though. All that focus, where did it disappear to? Why is it now more important than just discussing Shiba Inu? Stay with us as we delve into this surprising turn of events in the cryptocurrency story. Important notice! Launched 5 months ago, Shibarium is an essential Layer 2 scaling solution at the core of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. The innovative project's significant impact on the Shiba Inu ecology has captivated the community. In case you were unaware, Shibarium is undoubtedly the most significant undertaking for the Shiba Inu subculture. The daring pledge made by Satoshi Kusama, the burning of trillions of Shiba Inu tokens, adds even more intrigue to Shibarium. As they eagerly await the fulfillment of this pledge, the Shiba Inu community is filled with expectation and joy. Certainly it's cool to burn millions or billions of tokens, but our true goal here is something monumental: burning trillions of Shiba Inu tokens. Try to understand this. All told, there are more than 500 trillion Shiba Inu tokens floating around. Imagine this for a second. Satoshi Kusama, our chief executive officer and chief developer, has made a bold claim. Shibarium can successfully burn through trillions of Shiba Inu tokens. Meanwhile, did you hear? If the boss says it's possible, then it most certainly is. You can think of the lead developer as your crypto compass. If they're sure that trillions will burn, then they're in charge of a very severe matter. As we get farther into Shibarium and the path of burning trillions of Shiba Inu tokens, stay tuned for more details. And this is a crucial point. These days, Shiba Inu is doing its hardest to get rid of an additional zero from its price, which puts it in a bit of a bind. The intriguing part, though, begins here. The whales, who are the serious participants, are shifting their focus to someone else. It may sound strange, but if you're trying to increase its value right now, focusing solely on Shiba Inu might not be the way to go. A token called Bone is now the center of attention. Now, Bone isn't your average token. It's the gas charge token for Shibarium, and it's crucial. This means it plays an essential role in ensuring everything runs smoothly, and it's not merely a site. Yet the million-dollar question remains. Why is the emphasis now on Bone? What role does Bone play in the upward trajectory of the Shiba Inu price? Let's figure out what's going on and figure out why Bone is all the rage among whales now. To review, Shibarium is the revolutionary Layer 2 scaling solution developed by Shiba Inu. Let's go over its main characteristics again. You already know that the development team has promised to spend an astounding 70 of the gas cost money on permanently burning Shiba Inu tokens. Those recent information is here. More than $1.03 million in Bone has been generated from gas fees, a major achievement that Shibarium has just announced. At this point, things start to get intriguing. Although the original plan was to burn approximately $900,000 worth of Shiba Inu, the actual amount burned is currently hovering around $400,000, which is a little different. As we delve into the complexities of this burning process and the obstacles encountered in fulfilling the burn targets, the plot unfolds. You most likely already are aware that Bone tokens are the means by which the funds are acquired, which are essential for the burning of Shiba Inu. Behold the caveat: the Shiba Inu, who will be set ablaze, is not purchased with fiat currency or any other cryptocurrency. On the contrary, it calls for a dance with two steps. To begin, you must sell the Bone tokens that you have received through gas expenses. On the other hand, keep in mind that the limited exposure and poor liquidity on major exchanges means that every sell of Bone adds downward pressure on its price. The moment Bone sells, the acquired cash are subsequently utilized to acquire a Shiba Inu. Because changing one token into another is so complicated, the process is a little bit arduous. The dev team encountered a significant hurdle in performing seamless and dramatic burns, as demonstrated by this complicated dance between Bone and Shiba Inu. Now let us ponder this for a moment. Think about this. Major exchanges are failing to give Bone an important part of the Shiba Inu ecosystem, the attention it merits. Low liquidity is a result of this absence of exposure, causing a possible drop in price with every sale. However, what gives the price of Bone its significance? It goes beyond Bone. It's crucial for keeping commitments, especially those involving Shiba Inu burns. The problem is here. Someone on the development team needs to strike a balance. On the one hand, they care deeply about Shibarium and its related projects succeeding. Meanwhile, they're handling the tricky situation of making sure Shiba Inu burns without compromising bone stability. The dance is very delicate, and both initiatives will be greatly affected by the result. The link between the price of bone and the capacity to deliver the promises of Shiba Inu burns becomes crystal clear as we untangle this complex network. Therefore, increasing the liquidity of bone tokens is a critical step toward resolving the issue of uneven burns in Shiba Inu. A strategic solution is required to address the present problem, which is characterized by limited exposure on major exchanges and low liquidity. This is the secret. Securing listings on major exchanges is the only way to inject life into Bone's liquidity. Being able to convert Bone to Shiba Inu for burns becomes a tough tightrope act without its ubiquitous availability. There has been a concerted effort by the Shiba Inu community to get Bone listed on major exchanges like as Binance and Coinbase. This is the only option to inject the cash that Shiba Inu burns need, and it will also help bring Bone and Shiba Inu's interests closer together, guaranteeing the overall ecosystem's growth and stability. Obtaining listing on that initial cryptocurrency exchange is, without a doubt, the most challenging task. The Shiba Inu development team is unwavering in their support for natural expansion. You won't have to pay exchanges to list your tokens, which is a clever move. Reputation is paramount in the cryptocurrency market, and major exchanges are understandably hesitant to add emerging cryptocurrencies. The intriguing part, though, begins here. The smaller ones are frequently kept in close watch. By these larger exchanges, they wait for a new project's performance on those platforms to be determined before taking action. It's a careful strategy motivated by a desire to stay away from danger. The next step is to get Bone listed on the minor markets. This decision is more difficult for them because they do not have the luxury of learning from the mistakes of others. This is the steep slope that the Shiba Inu breed's advocates must climb. Buying the smaller players to be the first to Bone and take the risk is a tall order. It's a calculated play, moving across the crypto exchange chessboard to lay the groundwork for wider adoption. Now that we're in the positive, it appears like the domino effect is taking hold. In addition to the smaller exchanges, mid-tier participants such as Gadio and Uphold have added Bone to their listings. The momentum is growing, and listing Bone on major markets is becoming increasingly probable. We're in the midst of a waiting game, but the community is getting closer to the liquidity increase needed for smoother Shiba Inu burns with each exchange joining the Bone party. And you won't believe it, but Bone is suddenly the center of attention, and rightfully so. This coin is attracting the interest of Shiba Inu whales for reasons other than the expected increase in liquidity due to listing on major exchanges. That does, in fact, pave the way for less harsh Shiba Inu burns on Shibarium. Reason being, I previously indicated, the developers of the Shiba Inu burns are unable to continue making money since Bone has insufficient liquidity. There's something more alluring going on here. Smart investors known as whales know all too well that token prices tend to skyrocket after being listed on large exchanges. Following that, it's the one and only ticket. The charm of huge profit margins. As the Bone project gets listed on these big exchanges, the community is at a crossroads. There's a lot of interest in Shiba Inu burns, and the whales are watching the market closely because of the possibility of big price increases. As time goes on, the Bone token will play an increasingly important role. Those aiming for significant returns in